My name is Adobe Gwacham. I am the founder CEO of Gwacham 5 Foundation, also called the G5 Foundation. The G5 Foundation is a nonprofit foundation that is tailored to help empower youth. G5 is actually our last name, Gwacham, and then the 5 Gwacham siblings. All 5 of us were born and raised in Nigeria. In 1999, we sold everything we had and moved to America. The Diversity Visa Lottery was actually a program that was established back during the Clinton era. What it did, it gave families or people from different countries an opportunity to come to America. Millions of people actually applied for this program. But just because you were chosen doesn't necessarily guarantee you the visa. You still had to go through a very rigorous process. We grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment. All 7 of us. My mom actually lied on her application and said she had 3 kids instead of 5 because obviously 5 kids in 1 apartment bedroom will be tough. So that's just kind of like our humble beginnings and how we came to be. It was hard for me. Coming to America was hard. I was 13 years old when we moved. So I was actually bullied quite often. I was very scrawny, looked like a boy. Didn't really share that a lot with my family because I knew that my mom worked so hard to get us to America. Like I just kept my head down, kept my nose down, and just worked hard. There's this joke in the Nigerian community that if you're not a doctor, lawyer, nurse, or engineer, that you're a failure. My mom, she emphasized that I go to school to become a nurse. My mom's current job right now, she's a CNA, a certified nurse assistant. She saw being a nurse would give me an opportunity because you will always need people in the medical field. My mom, when we first moved to America, her and my dad, their first job was working at McDonald's. My dad quit because he was too proud for that. But my mom stayed on and she told me, hey, why don't you just go apply and they will hire you. I went in, didn't get an interview or anything. They just handed me my uniform. So I was like, I got my first job. About a year I was working out there and a gentleman walked in and said, I love your attitude, I love your smile. I want you to come work for me. He gave me his business card and it said Chick-fil-A. And I said, hey, I don't do women's clothing because I thought Chick-fil-A was actually a women's clothing store. This was back in 2003. And I said, okay, if you hire my brother who was 16 at the time, I will come work for you. And that's how I started my Chick-fil-A career. January 29, 2004. That's when the first Chick-fil-A in California, first freestanding restaurant opened. As I started working there, what I loved about the company and what I loved about the environment is how they made you feel. I felt seen, I felt empowered, I felt like I can do more. I decided at the time to switch from nursing to business, graduated and ended up working for their corporate office. And then in 2014, I applied and I got selected for my first franchise back in 2014. I have a great heart for the younger generation. I have about 160 people currently that work for me. The average age is about 22 to 23 years old. I always emphasize, hey, the power of education, because I know what it did for me and for my family, and I've seen there is opportunities as long as you're willing to invest in yourself. Why are you trying to make me cry right now? Being the oldest is hard. Don't get me wrong, it is hard. There's a lot of responsibilities, but I'm grateful for my siblings because they have encouraged me so much. My actions and how I led the way has helped them a lot to be who they are today in life. There's a purpose, there's a reason why we're here. There's a God-given purpose of why we're here and why us. And I'm grateful that this foundation is in honor of all 5 of us. And I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. So, I never wanted to be a leader ever in my life. I was someone that was very shy, very reserved, but it was someone that mentored me. I have been able to do that for my team, and I hope to be able to continue to do that for my community. The vision for G5 is to empower young adults by giving them tools, resources, and opportunities so that they can create a purposeful life for themselves while impacting their communities and also impacting their families positively. So we have 3 pillar programs, which is scholarship and education programs, leadership and career readiness, and then we also have financial literacy and life skill opportunities. We will also be providing scholarships to help students to continue to further their education. I'm excited about what G5 is going to be offering our communities. Thank you all so much for watching and learning more about the G5 Foundation, the Gwasham 5 Foundation. If you want to know more or want to partner with us, please visit the website at theg5foundation.org.